So you came back to see me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I'd like to spend a lot of time. My house! It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it. Sans, please pick up your sock!
Okay.
Don't put it back down, move it!
Okay.
You moved it 2 inches, move it to your room.
Okay.
And don't bring it back!
Okay.
It's still here!
Didn't you just say not to bring it back to my room?
Forget it! This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility. The rock is covered in sprinkles. That's the trash can. Feel free to visit it anytime. Aha! Interested in my food museum? Please, peruse my culinary art show. Half of the fridge is filled with containers all labeled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with a sugary non-egg substance. How absurd! Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? Catch that meddling canine! Curses! Sans! Stop plaguing my life with incidental music! The door is locked, with a mysterious seal. Upon closer inspection, it's actually pretty shoddily made. It'll probably naturally fall off by the time your journey is nearly over. It's some kind of rejected certificate. It seems to have been rejected over and over. The boombox is totally fossilized. Now it can only play rock music. It's a broken game CD. You saw yourself reflected in the shattered pieces of the game. It's a tap that dispenses dog food. You pressed it. All that came out was dog sand. The dumpling is hardening. It's turning back into a regular dump. It's a photo of papyrus. Somehow, even the spaghetti in the picture has gone rancid. A single gold coin sits at the bottom of the box. Could it be the source of this travesty? It's some kind of blueprint marked with red X's. It's hard to tell if it means rejection or treasure. It seems like the more they tried to tie things together, the more frayed everything became. It seems it lost the will to fight. Wow, being a good host is a real workout! Ooh, it's my favorite game show! It says stay tuned for a new program, MTT. What? It's usually better than this! This is just a bad episode, don't judge me! You touch the couch. It makes a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. You got 20G. It's a saggy old couch. It's a joke book. Take a look inside. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop. A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life. The door is locked. That's my room. If you've finished looking around, we could go in and hang out like a pair of very cool friends. Go inside. Hey, those are all the attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday, even though it basically just happened. That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. Wind in my hair, sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead, I cruise while I snooze. Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right, Santa! Isn't that flag neato? Undyne found it at the bay. I think it's from the human world. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons. That book's one of my favorites. Advanced Puzzle Construction for Critical Minds. That next book's another one of my favorites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. The ending always gets me. The internet! I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona, always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. There are no skeletons inside my closet, except me sometimes. Look in the closet. Clothes are hung up neatly inside. So, if you've seen everything, do you want to start hanging out? Begin the hangouts? Okay, let's hang then. Hangout start! Here we are, hanging out. I've actually never done this before. But don't worry, you can't spell prepared without several letters for my name. I snagged an official hangout guidebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1, press your controller's X button for Friendship HUD. Wowee! I feel so informed! I think we're ready for Step 2. Step 2, ask them to hang out. Ahem! Human, I, the Great Papyrus, will hang out with you. Really? Wowee! I guess that means it's time for part 3. Step 3, put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing. That bandana around your head. You're wearing clothing right now! Not only that, earlier today, you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to hang out with me from the very beginning? No! You planned it all! You're way better at hanging out than I am! No! Your friendship power! Don't think you've bested me yet. I, the Great Papyrus, have never been beaten at hanging out, and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes, just in case someone wants to hang out. Behold! Yeah, what do you think of my secret style? No! A genuine compliment! However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Therefore, what you just said is invalid. This hangout won't escalate any further. unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. Human souls are stronger than monster souls, but the soles of our shoes, on the other hand, are about the same. Holding my hand so I'll tell you the answer. No, I must resist! This shirt didn't originally say cool, but I improved it. Expert tip, all clothing articles can be improved this way. I see. You like caressing my biceps with a floating heart, but who doesn't? My hat? Yeah! Well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present. A present just for you. Do you know what this is? Spaghetti. That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Right. But oh so wrong. This ain't any plain old pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silken spaghetti finely aged in an oaken cask, then cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further. You take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable. What a passionate expression! You must really love my cooking. And by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do. Yeah! Ugh. No! Human, it's clear now. You're completely obsessed with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus. Well, I'm flattered you care so much. But maybe cool it a little bit. You are a very nice person. I'm glad we're friends. But I think you can reach your max potential if you live more for your own sake rather than just for mine. Hey, I know the solution! You should hang out with my boss, Undyne. I think if you spread your friend energy out more, you'll have a more healthy lifestyle. Yeah, let's be friends with Undyne! Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime. Platonically. Well, gotta go. Yeah. Nobody picked up. Wow, it only took you 4 seconds to call me. You must be very desperate for my help. Well, do not fear. This is Papyrus's Heartful Helpline. Just describe your location and I'll describe some hot tips. So, where are you? You're still in my room? Have you heard of something called a door? Wait, don't worry. I'll draw a diagram for you. Hold up, I'm still drawing. You're in my house. Good choice. Though I guess it's technically Santa's house too. But I prefer not to discuss his part of it. His room it's like another world. A world where they don't know how to vacuum. There's no response. Snowden, home of Papyrus. That's the slogan, right? This is where I tried to capture you. What a terrible memory. Waterfall. I barely know anything about it, but I'll do my best to inform you. My brother has a station here. Yes, he mans 2 stations at once. Amazing, isn't he? He slacks off twice as much as normal.
What? Haven't you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm going to Grillby's. Wanna come? Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Over here, I know a shortcut. Fast shortcut, huh? Hey everyone.
Hey, Sans.
Hi, Sans! Greetings, Sans. Hiya, Sansy. Hey, Shanch, were you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had a breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. There, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Hey, that sounds pretty good. Grillby, we'll have a double ordered burg. So, what do you think? Of my brother? Of course he's cool. He'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. You'd only take that thing off if you absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? Bon appetit.
You tip the ketchup. The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food.
Whoops. Ah, forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree Papyrus tries real hard. I like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the Royal Guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. Well, the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's, still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower? I'll tell you, then. The echo flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? It's just 10,000 G. Just kidding. Grubby, put it on my tab. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Sans is a sentry, but don't let his title make you think he does anything. Everyone knows he sits around in the forest reading car magazines.
Shanch is the most regular of all. He hasn't been showing up as much recently, though. Huh? Since when did you and Sans become friends? I don't like him. He loves to appear without moving. I was hoping Sans came in to give me a pat on the head. Interloper!
I like Sans. Sometimes he feeds us scraps of food under the table. Then his brother gets mad. But why? We're adults! We can handle it!
Sansy, come back and sit with me. Everything's so fun when you're around.
Sans is interesting. He's told me about all kinds of incredible foods. But despite his knowledge, he always orders the worst burger off the menu. Grillf said that your food is probably cold by now.